What is up, guys? Rickamus Caximus here. That's my Roman name. Thank you so much for joining me. And today, we've got some brand spankin' new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, unveiling official information. And so, let's get started. So, first things first, Bungie talked about, of course, Heroic Menagerie being the big thing that released this week. If you haven't taken it on, I have released kind of a guide, a bunch of tips for not only what's dropping, but things you can do to improve your chance of success. Check that out if you haven't, but that happened this week. Next week, the big event that's going on is the release of the brand new exotic quest to get the Lumina exotic hand cannon, shown here. Now, Bungie actually speaks about that and offers a big hint. Next week, the Lumina quest becomes available to all annual pass holders. We are excited to see Guardians wielding this weapon to support each other in combat. We don't want to spoil too much, but you should expect to start your hunt for this weapon in the EDZ. Again, that's a big hint, because of course with the Thorn exotic quest, which this seems to be kind of the opposite of, this is the good version of the Thorn is of course the dark version of this hand cannon. The Thorn, to begin that quest, you just had to randomly go to a special part of the EDZ. There was no markers or anything like that, and we could be getting something similar with this. So narrowing down your search radius to the EDZ is something important to know if you're going after this right when it launches. Alright, moving on from there, we have a brand new Grimoire anthology book. So Bungie says, thanks to your dedication to the stories the Destiny universe has to offer, you made our first volume of the Grimoire anthology a hit. And we've seen many of you asking when volume 2 would be coming out. Starting next week on July 2nd, you can start pre-ordering the Destiny Grimoire Anthology Volume 2, Fallen Kingdoms, from the Bungie store, and it will ship in October. So of course, lore fanatics, this is huge for you. And also, speaking of lore fanatics, Bungie says that there's going to be a brand new Consult the Archives emote shown here in the Everest store for all of you lore lovers out there. If you choose to purchase this emote in-game, you are signed up for a Bungie rewards. You can get a 20% discount on the Grimoire the book. You know what I'm talking about. So if you are a lore fanatic, get that emote, get some money off the book, get both 2 for 1. How could you say no? Now moving on from there, okay. This is big news, and this is sad news. I mean, pour one out for you homies, because it has to do with the Menagerie chest runs. So Bungie says, when Season of Opulence began, we watched as players quickly discovered a bug in how the Menagerie's final chest granted rewards. Players began to race out of the arena and then back into the chest as fast as they could to get as many rewards as possible before sent back to orbit. It felt reminiscent of when players were farming treasure keys from chests on their sparrows leading up to the House of Wolves, which, by the way, like veteran players know, that was so fun. That made public events and just patrol mode lit. But Bungie does say, consider this an error in your favor. We haven't rushed to fix it, but when we patch on July 9th, this loophole will officially close, allowing only one opening of the chest per Menagerie completion. Until then, we invite you to take advantage of this all you like, grow fat with strength. So again, big deal. Right now, you can get, 5-6 different weapons in a single Menagerie run. That going down to 1 is going to be just catastrophic for farming weapons. So if you haven't got that God Roll Austringer, if you haven't got that God Roll Imperial Decree, go in there now, farm ruins now, get those weapons while you can, because it's going to become so much harder on July 9th. So huge warning to you guys. And moving on from there, the last thing we're going to talk about is some charity events. Bungie, of course, participated in the Guardian Con stream, raised an absolutely insane $400,000, $406,000 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital in 4 hours. That's absolutely nutty. And they're doing something else for the iPads for Kids program right now. So between now and July 14th, we're asking you to help us raise $77,000 by making a donation. And by contributing, you will also, if you contribute $50 or more, receive the special System of Peace emblem shown here. So donate to a great cause, help out the kids, and also get a very exclusive and elusive emblem if you're interested. Of course, the TWAB will be linked in the description of this video, so you can just click that and then get the direct link to that charity. Now, I know I said that was going to be the last thing. I kind of lied. One more quick thing. So next week, there isn't going to be a TWAB. There's no this week at Bungie because, of course, July 4th, massive holiday, and Bungie is going to be traveling because they're on their way to Guardian Con, the big event in Florida. I'm going to be going there, so I'm excited to see any of you guys that are also going, like, be totally okay to come up and say hi, give me a hug, whatever. But also on July 7th, that has been, 7/7, that is Bungie Day. So they do say be on the lookout for a special article releasing in celebration on July 7th. So no TWAB, but be on the lookout for that. And something really interesting they ended with, Cosmo says, thank you for your generosity, enthusiasm, and for continuing to surprise us after all these years. Destiny first launched in 2014, but it feels nearly 5 years later that we're just getting started. And that last sentence is what I wanted to point out and what I wanted to end this video on, because this is a whole new Bungie we're seeing, an independent Bungie, freed from Activision, now capable to do what they feel is best and not have the pressures of a publisher. This is going to be really exciting going forward. We've already seen just the absolutely massive changes made to the game, cross-save, free-to-play, an improvement of Eververse, all made within a short time frame as soon as they left Activision. And this quote here, like, we're just getting started. This is a new Bungie, this is a new Destiny. I'm very excited to see what happens going forward. Guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed, found this interesting, found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you guys want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That's linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.